and I'm an Access Consciousness Facilitator, and this is the Audacious Ask. And what is the audacious ask, you ask yourself? Well, one of the things that I've noticed is we have been programmed or conditioned to ask for way less than what's exciting for us, way less than, you know, what we can like get fired up about. It's just like, oh, well, you know, I'd like to create for this next bill. Like, oh, what would it be like if I had enough money to pay my rent? Or what would it be like if I just had enough money to pay for my kids' tuition? Or, you know, like maybe we could go on a vacation if we're lucky. And that didn't sit well with me. I was like, forget that crap. What would it be like if we could always go on vacation? And what would it be like if we always had enough money to do the stuff that's exciting and fun for us? Tunda, what's your audacious ask, beautiful?
I went to Jackie with to the Happy Mouth course. Yay! And I started to make my website. And I would like to finish it like yesterday and pull people in.
Nice.
That's my audacious ask.
Your audacious ask. Cool. So what points of view do you have about doing business without a website?
Oh, I have that I'm isolated.
Ah, okay. Cool. So would you like to destroy and uncreate some of those points of view?
Okay.
Sure. Good, bad, right or wrong, POD, POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Fun. So how much fun are you willing to have being the happy mouth lady? Crickets.
Being the happy mouth lady?
Happy mouth lady.
Picking up yeah, happy mouth lady.
Yeah. Are you willing to have fun?
I have something about yes, and it's exciting, and it's also at the same time like I don't have enough information. And I know that's a bullshit, but yes.
You're right. That is a complete bullshit, Tunda. So cool. So everywhere you don't feel like you have enough gold stars to be the happy mouth lady, will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. What do you know about you with bodies?
I know I can change bodies.
Yeah.
Or I can facilitate changing bodies.
Facilitate changing bodies. Good.
I'm magic.
You're magic. Okay, cool. So what's the value of holding on to a story about you and Happy Mouth that you're nowhere near as good at it as you're pretending you're not?
Oh. It's just the background information that I'm supposed to use, you know, as of physical expectations of other people. So it's like the perception of other people's judgments and expectations, I guess.
Huh. Cool. So when you expect them to have judgments of you, what happens?
Oh, I have to be up to that, so I create poop.
Or you could say, hey, cool, what would it be like for me to attract clients who are open and excited about receiving the happy mouth?
That, yeah.
Yeah. So don't do that every day, 10 times a day.
No, I don't, I promise.
And what's the deal with you and your website? This is like the third time.
Right?
Get your
finally
website done or ask someone to do it.
My friend helped me, but I like to do in my own way. It has to be my own way. So she helped me, and I'm doing on my own. So it's like I have a copy website, and I get the way how it works, and I put it on my original that I plan to do. And it's a lot of material, so it's just the time that I have to put in, and I always want to sleep.
A lot of material. Okay, so truth, is it required to have a lot of material for people to choose to have this happy mouth?
No.
Okay. So what's the value of adding layers of information?
Oh,
No right answer.
okay. It's not just Happy Mouse that I'm putting on it. So.
Okay. Is the website about the things that you do, or is
Yeah, the energetics. Yeah, energetic work that I'm doing.
okay?
You know, like the
And
bars
so
and
how
outer body.
have you done like an informal survey of how people find you and choose you?
What is that?
So you can actually just phone your clients and say, hey, remember when you came to me and had your bars run, or you remember when you came to me and had some of my body magic stuff? What was the
Oh, I don't have those people.
How many people do you have?
None.
None? You've never
I
had a
have
client?
no. I had my friends or my cleaning clients, but they just like
So
I don't perceive
held
that.
them down and made them have a session? Or they were like, hey, Tunda, what's that magic thing?
Yeah, I was there and oh, you want me to have? Okay, you know, and that was that.
Okay, cool. So going forward, one of the things that's going to be important for you is for you to do an informal survey and say, hey, what was it that helped you choose this? And don't say anything more than that. What was it that helped you choose this? And then you'll know, because there will be clients, probably not many, that were required to read all of the, clinical background about why this happy mouth thing will work, or any of the other magic stuff that you know. And then there'll be a lot of people who would like to choose it that are baffled by all the information. And they'll be worried that it's something that they need to know if you're worried that it's something that they need to know. Does that make sense?
I don't. Okay, I don't like surveys.
All you need to do is say
So
these words. What was it that made you choose this?
whenever I get to someone, I can ask that, of course, but it's just to put at least, like 2-3 people, or if I mention, I told you on my Facebook
You
page.
can look for a pattern, right? So
Yeah.
even if you ask it, if 3 out of 5 people say, oh, well, it just looked cool, or you looked cool, and then you're like, damn,
Oh, okay, I see.
I'm the cool thing, not the information. And that's what I am secretly hoping is going to happen, is that people will be like, you know what, it's just you. You're kind of exciting, and I just wanted it.
I like that.
So a lot of the stuff that we do, this is just my interesting point of view, is, people need to know that you're the type of person that they feel that they can trust, that they can be vulnerable with, that you have their back, that, if you happen to have a session with them where they cry through the whole damn thing, that you're not going to be like, oh, stop crying. You're just going to let them have an energetic release and, hand them some tissues quietly. And, if they laugh through the whole thing, then you're going to be like, this is awesome, and not make them wrong for giggling through the whole session. And, this is the one thing that I've noticed, Tunda, is in North America, especially, you live in Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that it's not, we are flipping around again. It's not that safe to be vulnerable with people and to ask.
I don't mind that.
But the people don't feel like it's that safe. And so the type of people who are choosing you are the people who have discovered that you're somebody that they can be vulnerable with. And
yeah, I actually have that ability that I make people feel safe. It's that I don't trust me.
no. True,
Like,
people don't trust you?
at that part, I have doubts. That I know I can do it. Come in. It's that, like, okay, so with Happy Mouse is what is the guarantee? Because I can bring up something to support that it is working.
Okay.
That like 2 or 3 people.
We'll need a guarantee.
Yeah, I like that.
How many
Yeah.
will need it? More than 5 out of 10? Less than 5 out of 10? What feels more true?
More than 5.
More than 5 feels true?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. And what guarantee?
I didn't get the question totally, so
No.
I just went after the more than 5 or less than 5. That's it.
Cool. Cool. Okay, so here's your homework. Get your damn website done.
Mm-hmm.
And every single client that comes in, what made you choose this? There we go. 5 words. What made you choose this?
So I have to put a survey thing in it.
No, just ask them. Say hi. What made you?
Well.
And then write it in your day timer so you don't forget. And then once you have 10 clients, and then the second thing that you're going to keep note of is who asks for a guarantee. And you make them ask. You don't say, hey, this thing is guaranteed. And then if 5 out of 10 people ask, then you got to put it on your website. And if less than 5 out of 10 people ask, then it's not something that's super important for them to choose it. And so one of the things that I notice as people who are doing energetic work on bodies or coaching or facilitation, we want to give people all of this information about why it works. And we're sort of actually taking it away from the client to experience it while it's working. We're like, hey, look at all this stuff. It works, it works. And then the clients are like, why is she talking about how much it works? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not that it doesn't work, because I believe it is working. I just haven't met anyone who, let's say, grew teeth. I met people who had cavities disappear. You know, so the teeth are very sensitive things, you know, so probably that's like a fact.
Yeah.
Because I know that person. It's more like to generate the tooth bud and wait for someone for 2 years that it's growing out.
Yeah. So are you willing to be patient enough to watch that work?
I do.
Well, then do it.
I mean, I am willing to wait. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. I love it.
And I also made the second Facebook page.
Awesome. Good girl.
I'll invite you. And I code up, and I code up the past recordings and this audacious ask, and I'm so happy to hear that Susan did with her mom.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, and I don't know if she knows the bars, but yeah, that can help with PTSD too.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Ciao. Well, that's been our hour, everybody. So how does it get any better than that? I am off for the next 2 weeks because I am going to be in Australia, in Melbourne. Yeah. Starting on the Saturday, I have a class on Saturday night. And then on Sunday and Monday nights, I have a class as well. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have the Access Consciousness Foundation there, which is an amazing class. Yeah, so if anybody wants to join me there, I would absolutely love it. And yeah, see you on the 18th. Ciao, guys.